And today we are getting out these animals. So there's our yearlings, some Angus heifers we bought in, then the 2-year-old steers, the heifers that didn't get pregnant, and the cow cows. Ready?
Yeah.
Right. You doing the gate, are you?
Right, just don't let them run past you. Don't mess around with that camera.
They won't get past. This way. Come on, come on, come on. Come on in. Come on. Lovely morning it is here at Pastures. It's quite fresh, but the sun's shining, so we can't complain. So I was just going to talk you through, these cattle have been grazing here, these guys have been grazing here for a couple of days now. It's still quite early in the season, it's only the 19th or 20th of March. I just want to talk you through how we kind of figure out how much feed there is in the field and how long we think the stock can be out here for. So you can either guess or measure with a plate meter, which is a device that measures the grass, or you can get a little sward measure stick from AHDB. It's what I've just used because my plate meter's seized up. But anyway, we've worked out that there's about 3,150 kilos of dry matter per hectare in this field. So that's what that looks like. So I want to cut this for haylage in a couple of months' time, so I don't want it to be eaten too tight. So I was only going to take it down to about 1900. I know some people would say take it lower, but we're just going to skim the top off, take it down to 1900. So that leaves us with 3,150 minus 1900 leaves us with 1250, I think, something like that. So that means we've got 1250 kilos per hectare to feed these guys. Now this field is 4.3 hectares. We split it into 5 0.85 hectare paddocks. So that means that each paddock, if we want them to go in at 3,150 kilos dry matter per hectare, take them out at 1900 kilos dry matter per hectare, in a 0.85 hectare paddock gives us 1470 kilos dry matter per hectare. So that's what we can take out of each paddock. Now this group is 57 animals, mixture of weights from old cows to year-old calves, but we weighed them all before we turned them out, and the average weight is 500 kilos or 498, so we'll say 500. So because they're all growing stock, we want them to be consuming and being forward. We're not trying to restrict them in any way, we want them to be growing well. So they're going to be consuming about 2.5% of their body weight in dry matter a day. So if we do 2.5% of 500 times 57, because that's how many cattle are out here, that gives us 710 kilos of dry matter per hectare for the group. Sorry, I'm getting confused myself now. So the group needs 710 kilos of dry matter per day. That's what they need. And we've just worked out that each of these 0.85 hectare paddocks has got 1470. So that means that we have got 2 days worth of grazing in each field, and that's basically it. That is how we work it out. It's not really rocket science, it's just a series of calculations. Now, having said that, I might not keep them in the paddock for 2 days each, because the ground's still a little bit tender, and if I think that they're going to start pounding it too much, I'll just move them, because at the start of the season there's quite a bit of grass around. We want to try and get them grazing over the whole farm before the middle of May. So yeah, I don't want to do too much damage. But that's, yeah, in a nutshell. I hope I haven't confused you too much, but that is how you can work it out if you want to work it out. I mean, as the season progresses and the grasses get taller, then there's a slightly different way that you do it, because the plate meter doesn't work with the taller grass and the diverse swards. So but at this time of the year, when the grass is this sort of length, it works quite well. Yeah, so they're not quite ready to move yet, but they'll be ready later probably. What a beautiful morning. They're not quite ready to move yet, but they'll be ready later probably. What a beautiful morning. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great week.